Yes, hey folks, it's Tim. This video is basically the part 3 to my almond milk dangers video series, but instead it's going to be about the milk alternatives in general, the dairy alternatives in general. I had contacted one of the almond milk manufacturers and asked them about how they process their almonds as far as the soaking process goes and whatnot, and they weren't very forthcoming about exactly how they treat their almonds. So I decided instead to analyze their product labels even further. And what I found, which I'm kind of disappointed in myself for not finding this a lot sooner, was that there are a lot of oils used in almost all of these products. Not all, but almost all of them. In this example here, we have the safflower oil. And in many of the products, they're using the canola oil. I think this rice product here is an example of the canola oil. And among other oils, yep, that's the canola oil. And you can be sure that whenever we have canola oil, it's going to be a GMO, genetically modified organism type of food, unless the label states otherwise, hopefully, and that they're being honest. And so what I've done is I've eliminated the milk alternatives from my diet as of now, as have some friends of mine, and have experienced some really interesting results. If we're imbalancing our omega-3, 6, 9 ratio, we're going to be having inflammation concerns. All sorts of different kinds of symptoms can result, joint issues being one very common one. What I would love to have people experiment with is if you have any joint issues, and you are drinking milk alternatives, try eliminating them from your diet for a time and see how your body reacts to it. Give your body a solid several days up to a couple weeks to get used to the adjustment. Now, I'm not suggesting that dairy is the alternative. Some people can do dairy just fine, and many other people can't do dairy at all. And it's not my intention, again, to bash any of these products whatsoever. I would just like to see them come up with an alternative to the darn oils. I think this is in the health food section here, and people are taking in so many of these alternative milk substitutes that we're overloading ourselves with the oils, getting too many of the omega-6s in. Now, the soy I would never do anyways for the enzyme disrupting capability of it, and possible estrogen mimicking. Soy is a no-no for the most part, with just a very, very few exceptions. So again, just wanted to point this out. Note the oils in these milk alternatives. Consider just plain water for a time and see how you do with that. And I'll see if I might cycle some of these back into my diet at some point. The coconut milk does not, if I can recall, does not seem to have the oils. And I am a supporter of the coconut oil use, and I do use that oil minimally. And I don't even use olive oil hardly at all anymore, with very few exceptions, and I certainly never use it for cooking. So that's the video for today. More to come. And there's a lot more about this in my program, and my Over 40 and Ripped program is just about completed as we speak. And thanks so much for tuning in. More to come. Love, happiness, health, and peace.